Hi guys, I want to make a video about a couple of incidents that I've had um, to one location, and I'm pretty convinced that it's a Bigfoot that's been pretty much harassing me in this area. Um, we'll start out with one night. I have this also on YouTube, but shorter versions. There's only been a couple incidents that I had on there. But this is also uh, went out into with my wife also. So there's been me and her, me and my uncle, and just me by myself. So this Bigfoot that's hanging out there is very active and is there, it seems like, year round, because I've been trying different parts of the year and it's down there quite a bit. Um, so um, for one night, or one incident that I have is when I was down there for 3 nights, and all those 3 nights, nothing happened. Me and my dog was there. My dog didn't give me any signs of anything being there, and at the third night, I went up to the road to wait for my wife to leave, and she took a little while to get there. So me and my dog started exploring around. We went across the road and looked down this other side of the bridge because we were on one side, and from where I wanted to go look, you could see it from underneath the bridge, but I wanted to get a higher view of look down at it. So I went up to the road, went across the bridge, and looked down the other side. And then I had my dog on a leash, of course, because the road's rather busy. And took my dog over there. We're standing on the corner of the guardrail and the road, the pavement. So we're standing there looking down into where the creek's at, and you can see the other side of the creek. I didn't hear anything prior to that. No, there's nothing to give me any hint of going over there to look, only to just see what's on that side that I can go camp out maybe some other time. So we go and look over there, and something very loud crashing through the trees as if it spotted me standing there with my dog, like it was startled. And it didn't go very far. It just went far enough to get out of my way so I don't see it. I didn't see anything, but the loudness of the trees being crushed into scared the crap out of me, to the point where I went back to the other side of the road and decided to wait there for my wife. So I never went back onto the other side. But when my wife came, I told her that I decided I want to go camping on that side of the bridge because I want to see what's going on. So at that point, I called my uncle and I said, hey, in a few days it's going to be my birthday. Let's go camping, and I got a spot to go to. So I took him out there, and we went to bed around 9 o'clock with my dog. My dog never gave me a sign of anything happening. So we went to bed around 9 o'clock, and then it was freezing cold out there. I mean, it was really, really, really cold. And it was in December, so there was probably snow on Palomar Mountain. So I was figuring the Bigfoot came down off the mountain because of the snow. So it came down to lower elevations to keep out of the snow. There was no snow where I was at. So, so we got up around 11 o'clock at night. I'm guessing around that. We only slept for a few hours. It was freezing. We got up, gathered wood up, and there was a creek. So it's constantly like a little waterfall, constantly, because it's the runoff from Lake Henshaw, and that's the runoff. So it's the Lake Henshaw drainage. So that's what it is. So I'm camping out. We're just getting the wood. We just started the fire up, and my uncle says, I totally hear something off to my right, and he's looking at me. So it would be my left and his right. He said, I totally hear something over there. And I'm like, okay. So I started popping my mouth like, and I did it around 8 times. 8 times. It was pitch dark. Can't see anything. Even though with the fire going, you can't see crap. So after like the 8th or 10th time I did that, something comes walking out, and it was bipedal. It wasn't. It was crunch, 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 and you can hear it walking. Only 15 feet from me, because I know that where that tree line is during the day. Walking along that little tree line, and it crossed the creek. You can hear it splashing through the creek. The creek is up to my waist, but it was splashing through the creek, not pushing its way through the creek. So the feet actually came out of the water and splashed in. As of mine, I would have to shove my way through the water. It went through the water, and then on the other side, it did a tree knot. You can actually hear the thing that it knocked with dropped it on the ground because it bounced. Boom, boom. And then crunch, crunch, and then through the water, and then crunch on the other side. My uncle thought that I was trying to pull a trick on him. And I wasn't trying to pull no trick on him, because nobody else knew that we were out there. And nobody was putting a trick on me, because nobody else knew we were out there. And there's no campgrounds or anything near us. No houses, no nothing. Nobody is supposed to be camping there, as far as I know. And there's no sign of people out there. So he didn't trip out, so I really didn't trip out, and I really didn't want to go looking for it, because I was pretty scared. We were dropped off. We had no car, had no way to get out of there. And if I saw it, I'd probably want to walk home, and that's quite a long way. So I decided I'm not going to go looking for it. And I know it was only within 15 feet of us at that point. It was on this side, now it's on this side, and it didn't leave. It stayed there while we went to sleep. So, and it didn't bother us all night long. And then that was the first night that we were there. And the rest of the time we were there, we didn't hear anything. For the 3 nights, we stayed 3 nights again. Well, at least I did. Okay, and then after that, I came back again with my uncle and a friend and my dog again. And then I don't think anything happened, but some point during the afternoon, almost nighttime, my dog come hauling butt back into the freaking shelter area. We built a wall of leaves and trees and bushes to barricade our way, so that other people or anything that might come through wouldn't see us, if there's any people come through, because there is a lake about a mile away, so we're not sure. So we kind of like barricaded ourselves just to feel better about things. And so my dog come booking back in and turn around and barking like crazy. I don't know what that was. When I went out there was nothing there. Okay, so that was the end of that. We stayed there for 1 week that time. And then me and my wife came back, and I brought a trail cam. I've been taking trail cams there, just me here for the past few months. And the first time we came in, we walked in from one side and walked the whole length of the area. And then because there is a whole area from one side to another, it's about a mile long, and you reach from one road to the next road within a mile. So we walked through, and I was jibber-jattering. I was happy. My wife came with me. I was stoked. So I was walking, and I was talking a lot. My wife had to yell at me, telling me, "Shut up. I hear something." So I stopped. And then all of a sudden, I hear the last few crunches of something walking up on the ridge, trailing us. And after that, it stopped trailing us from a closer distance. We kept going, and then later you started hearing walks. So that was that. And then the next time we came, we saw footprints coming off of a cliff, which was probably about as high as the ceiling down to the ground, and then the ground was actually at a 40-degree angle, and it took one step from that down to the 40-degree angle, and then walked down one step in front of the other. And it didn't look like it broke straight. It looked like it was the same all the way down, one step from top to down. It was quite amazing, shocking. So that was our incidents, and you know, a few other things kind of iffy. Like we found a fish down there, and I know there's no fish in this drainage because I was there when they drained it nearly almost down, and there's not even a minnow, there's no fish, there's nothing. I know for a fact on top of Palomar Mountain there is a lake up there that hold these fish, and they're small catfish, just like the catfish I found on the ground out there. And it was bitten from the head to the tail, bitten off. You can see teeth like grinning, like it bit it and pulled it apart. And that was on the road, and it was still moist and still fresh. So whatever came from up there came down, and it must have had the fish and just bit it, threw it on the ground. So there's little bits of things that kind of make me kind of wonder. But that's my incident, and I'm not done. I still got cameras out there right now. I found so far 2 bobcats up there, and a bunch of turkeys. So we'll see what happens with the rest of this stuff. So hopefully find some more stuff. Alright, well that's my story, and I'll put this on YouTube. Alright, thanks a lot, guys.